Hey guys, Ken Smith Fishing. Not fishing. So this is something that I've been thinking about for a long time. I'm about to turn 59. I turned 59 in 90 days.
It took me 12.8 seconds to mess this video up. 12.8 seconds. I turned 60 on October the 4th, not 59. I realized that as I'm editing this, and I looked at my wife and I said, I got to reshoot that whole thing. And she said, no, you don't. They all know you. They know that's the kind of stuff you screw up.
90 days. As you guys know, 6 months ago I had this hip replaced. And I have noticed that I am getting, my weight's not changed much. I'm 6'2", 190 to 195. My weight hasn't changed much, but what I have noticed is loss of muscle mass and also loss of flexibility. So I wanted to get in better shape for my fishing, for everything. Actually, I've got 2 little boys, and I just want to get in better shape. But there's nothing I can do measurable. So by the way, I'm a little bit competitive. There's nothing I can do measurable in fishing to see if I'm getting in better shape or not. So I thought, I'm also a golfer. I've been a pretty good golfer in my life. I've been down in the 5s for an index, so pretty good handicap. Right now I'm probably an 8 or a 9 index. But one thing I have noticed is I don't hit the ball nearly as far as I used to. I grew up playing, so when I was about 40, believe it or not, I was swinging a golf club, a driver, 112 to 114 miles an hour, which is just a mile an hour under the PGA average right now. So when I was a young man, I had really effortless speed and a lot of flexibility, and that's gone. So I kind of had a sense of what my club head speed is. I didn't know for sure, but I reached out to Cody, who I played most of my golf at Old American Golf Course, and I said, hey, here's my thought process. Can you guys help me? And he said, well, we can help you with your swing, but we can't help you with your strength. Well, let me connect you with guys who can help you with all of it. And he connected me to some guys here in Frisco with Integrity Golf. And by the way, this is not a paid thing at all. I'm just doing this purely because I'm curious. They're not paying me. I'm going through the process with them. So I met with Ben, the founder, who is a golf teacher, and said, here's what I want to do. I want to get stronger. I want to hit the ball further. I want to have better endurance. Can you help me? He said, oh yeah, we can help you. So you're going to meet them here today, the whole team. I got 3 guys on my team here. We're going to work on my swing a little bit. We're going to work on my strength a lot. And by the way, I'm shooting this introduction after I've already been here for an hour and a half. And the data is so interesting to me, not surprising to me, but I'm going to get better. I'm going to get stronger. I've given myself 90 days. I turned 60 on October the 4th. Today we're filming on July the 27th. So I've got almost exactly 3 months to do this, to make this happen. So let's jump right into the video. By the way, he asked me what's my goal. And I said my goal is to get stronger, better, more endurance. And the more I thought about it, I play with a young guy, and I want to guess he's young to me, 43, 45 years old, who's an ex-college baseball player who hits the golf ball a really long ways. His name is, doesn't matter what his name is. I want to hit it, yeah it does. I want to hit it further than Todd. That's my goal here. So I want to get my swing speed back up over 100 miles an hour, and I want to hit it past him, not every time, but every once in a while I want to flex up on him on the fairway. I played yesterday. I hit it past him once. Now, I hit it really good, and he shanked it, but I still posed up on him. So that's my stated goal. I want to get my club head speed with the driver back over 100 miles an hour, and I would love to get my handicap back down in the 5 range again. So those are my 2 stated objectives. Let's dig in. Okay, guys, so you guys have seen why I'm here, but I'm going to introduce you now to the founder, who's going to talk a little bit about what we're going to do today. First day at Integrity Golf, trying to fix an old man's golf swing, and with a new hip, by the way, 2021 model hip. So tell us a little bit about it.
Looking good for an old man. So
my wife is so rolling her eyes at that.
So day one, really a lot of just getting to know you, baseline metrics, establish some alignment in terms of your goals and how we can help you get there. So what we're doing is capturing data on the front end, in the bays and also in the gym. From there, we establish some, basically for you, some understanding of where you're at and where we're headed and how we're going to get there. So on the front end, it's a lot of information, but primarily we want to get to a point where you've got some simple concepts, some simple understanding of what your drills are, how to progress, how to practice, and we guide you every step of the way. So we recap everything from today, before swing, after swing, what the drills are, what the checkpoints are, and that's the same in the gym as well. We establish baseline metrics. Ambrose provides you some protocols that you start following, and essentially we're just developing new improved habits. Right? We don't want to try to break old patterns and try to change you. We just want to start developing better habits that are going to move you in the right direction. And for you, understand how to progress, how to move forward. When you do spend time playing and practicing, having some intentions, and really always be learning, always be progressing. That's the ultimate mindset that we want to establish.
How long are we going to spend here typically on first
90 minutes.
Okay.
90 minutes.
And who else is going to be on the team today?
Myself, Ambrose, and Colin are guiding you through this process day one.
What are each of their jobs besides yourself?
So Colin's golf coach full-time. I'm founder and also golf coach. And then Ambrose is our director of biomechanics. And he's the muscle man. He's the muscle scientist, if you will. So
why does everybody giggle when when you find out Ambrose is going to work on you?
I mean, he's such a unique skill set, muscle correction, anything from soft tissue therapy to stretches, activations, and then neurologically rich patterns that help us to adapt to these improved patterns. So I laugh because the first time he ever worked on me, he thought it was funny. I was in pain. But I've seen so many PTs and trainers and chiros, and I've had a history of back problems, and he's the first one that really got to the root cause, and he did it pretty quickly, and he was laughing the whole time. So I was thinking, this guy's crazy. He's hurting me right now. He's digging into my adductors, but he explained to me what was going on. He showed me the data and educated me on what was happening. And a golfer typically develops a lot of strength in the adductors and the hips. And so for me, I had a lot of scar tissue built up. That was preventing me from accessing some of these other key muscles that I needed to activate and utilize. And I've been following his protocols for the last 9 months, and I've never felt better.
And Ambrose, the first time you and I met, as I told you, actually it's funny, you diagnosed which hip I had done based on a machine in the other room, but I asked you, had you worked with anybody who had hip replaced, and you sort of chuckled. So talk a little bit about your background and what landed you here at Integrity.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I'm an older guy, so, I'm 49, and so, being in the clinical, so right now I'm in the sport performance industry, right, golf performance. But before I started in the clinical setting. And so in the clinical setting, we specialize in failed back, rehab. And, so you start to, get back fractures and all these failed surgeries. Then you start to get into hips, knees. So, it's typically a guy in my setting that's going to be in the gym setting doesn't have that type of background. And so, it's really common most of the time when people get referred into the gym, they're like, oh, hey, do you have a history of this? And so it's really comical.
So are you a physical therapist? Is that your title?
No, so by trade, I'm an athletic trainer. So What we do is you'll typically see us running on the field to diagnose like emergency injuries in sports. And so that's where I am by trade. I don't identify as that, but because for us, most of the time ATCs just want to ice everything and tape and brace things, right? So that doesn't work for me. So I really identify with my biomechanics and kinesiology background. Okay. And so that's where I do a lot of the hands-on, assessments and diagnoses.
Okay, so that'll give you a sense of what we got going on. So we've got Ben, who's the founder of Integrity Golf, and we've got Ambrose, who is the muscle mechanic, if you will. So he's the guy that's going to help me, and I'm going to show you in either the next video or the video after that. Probably the next video we'll do, that'll be a good idea. So this is really fascinating how he goes through, and frankly, I'm embarrassed to say, I discover how weak my lower body has become because of an injury and an inability to work out and some laziness. And so you're going to see really fast, he identifies where I have strength issues, and you're also going to see Ben immediately identify something that actually added some yardage to my game the next time I played. I played a couple days after this, and I don't have any weight transfer, and I've also got some posture issues. So he fixed some stuff immediately. So the next couple of videos, at the end of this video, I'm going to just show you my basic swing. You're going to see we established my club head speed right at about 95 miles an hour with the T-ball. I got a real low launch angle. You're going to hear him talk all about that. So the next video will be with Ambrose kind of breaking me down physically, and then we're going to come back and we're going to have Ben break down my golf swing and talk a little bit more about some things I need to be working on then. Then we'll start looking at the workouts we're doing, and we're going to start looking at the practicing on the golf course we're doing too. So for you golfer friends, I hope you enjoy this. For you, those of you who just want to get a little bit better shape, I think you'll be able to follow this along. Again, I got 90 days. 4th of July is Monday. The 4th of July is exactly 90 days. So when you guys see this, I'll have 89 days left till I turn 60. And that's my deadline. So hope you enjoy this. We'll be back to fishing. I got some really, really great stuff coming. Actually, I'll go ahead and give you a hint. So we're going back to Rayburn at the end of this week. We're going to get in the Bass Cat Puma STS, the soft touch. We're going to spend a day in that boat. We got 1 or 2 metal boat reviews we're going to do down there. We're hopefully going to get to spend a day with our buddy Brian Branham, the Rayburn guide. So we'll do some fun stuff with Brian. And then there is a chance I'm going to get in a Jag with a 450R on it down there too, and do a review of that boat. Now, I may not get to that one while I'm down there this time, but I'm going to do my best to do that. So we got a ton of fishing footage coming up. I'm just going to sprinkle in the golf stuff as we go too, so we're probably going to be posting multiple times, more than my normal 2 per week, because I want to keep my 2 fishing up, and I'm going to sprinkle the golf / getting in shape videos in there too. So thanks for tuning in, guys. If you have friends that aren't big fishermen but enjoy golf, please share this video with them. I'll have a golf fitness only playlist on my website that they can check out if they want to. And as always, thanks for tuning in. Let's check out some of my golf swings and man, my posture. I'm so crazy to watch your own golf swing and what you think you look like, which is what the guys on TV look like. And then when you see, and I wish I had some old footage to show on here, but I've seen my swing before, and it's not the same swing. So this has been interesting already. Thanks, guys.
Cool. We'll do about 5 to 7 shots with your pitching wedge, 6-iron, and driver.
I can hit before it resets, can
I? Yes.
Blade one in there somewhere.
All right, let's hit some 6-irons now.
See me afraid to move to my left side?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, clearly. I mean, I try to post to it, and I still can't do it. And it doesn't hurt.
You say it does or does not?
Hurts none. Okay. This hurts more than this. And this is the one that's got the big zipper on. God, I'm way past again.
Ken, this mic isn't supposed to be plugged in, right?
No, I'm
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, thank you.
Any tightness throughout your lower back in general, either horizontal or vertical?
You know, it actually feels pretty good.
Feel stiffness through neck, upper back?
I appreciate you saying it looks like I do, but no, actually everything feels
Oh, yeah,
pretty
it
good.
does. It does. Not bad.
How high do you like to tee it up normally?
Pretty high.
Okay. Start downward. We need to go down 10.
No matter where.
Roughly in line with that camera straight in front of you would be ideal, but otherwise no.
What do you think, Ambrose? Do you see a 100-mile-an-hour swing speed in there anywhere?
Oh, it's definitely there.
Easily.
Definitely there.
There's your miss.
Probably get 100 today.
It's got no launch angle anymore.
Okay. There's a lot of good stuff there, Ken. We got something to work with here, man. I like it.
Ambrose is immediately like, what's hurting? I'm like, nothing's hurting. It's not a good sign when he thinks everything's hurting on me.